Hi everyone, my name is Anthony Barada, and today I want to talk about Bible memorization for Catholics. As Catholics, we have a lot more Bible verses memorized than we think because they're in the Mass. So much of the Mass is made up of Scripture. But today I want to talk about also knowing the chapter and verse and doing personal Bible study on our own. And from that personal Bible study, one of the great practices is Bible memorization. So I have two things that have worked really well in my life that I want to share, and I hope that are an encouragement to you. The first thing that's really worked in me is something very simple, just writing Bible verses down on note cards. And on the other side, you have the verse, and it's a way of learning over time. In college, I would memorize tons of verses just by walking in between classes from where I lived into my class, of taking out, rather than checking an ESPN score, rather than reading the bad news and politics of the day, taking a verse out and memorizing it and meditating on Scripture as a way to be encouraged by the good news of Jesus Christ and to have joy in my life and to be encouraged. And it's powerful. And over time, you really start to learn more. I have a thick stack of note cards that I can run through and that I can remember. And you can hang them up on your walls. You can hang them on the bathroom mirror. Uh, you know, we're we are much better at memorizing things than we give ourselves credit for. Lots of us can recite. A lot of us guys can recite ESPN statistics, tons of them, but would also say, "Well, I don't have a good memory." A lot of times it's just doing something over time. Some people have better memories than others, but we can all memorize probably more than we think. So that's something that's really helpful and just an encouragement to learn the Bible. We're all busy, but it's something to do in between times when you have time. The other thing that's been really useful for me is keeping a journal of all of the Bible verses that I've learned when I'm reading the Bible and something really sticks out, then I write it down and I write the date. And what's really cool is it becomes kind of a journal, a chronology of spiritual development, of looking back and seeing how God's worked. I know one of these sections I look and I have a lot of verses about the tongue and the power of the tongue and the mouth and how we really need to watch what we say and be an encouragement to others. And I'm able to look back at that and say, wow, that summer, God was really working in me in that area. So that's just a powerful thing. So my encouragement to you is just to get started, to not be paralyzed, to not be intimidated, to just do something very simple. And over time, you start adding to your repertoire and learning a lot more than you think, and you'll be able to witness to your faith and able to glorify God through that. Anyway, thanks for listening.